What is up? How you doing? This is the Casket, home to the lamest taste. You can check me out on Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok, all one word, the Casket. Where you subscribe, like, and comment, hit the bell for much more. We are doing a new video, something that I've been planning since the year started. If you don't know, it is 2025. It is February. At the beginning of the year, I decided to push myself in the direction that I've been wanting to. And this video, this series of videos, this is episode 1, is going to be my way to keep myself on task or to document my failure. If you don't know, by watching the channel in the past and currently, I started this channel to review comic books. Then met a bunch of people, and actually no, was on Twitch doing video games and comic reviews, which was a weird thing to do on Twitch, I know. But I would just sit down and rant about my comics live between playing video games when I had a lot of free time. That evolved into joining like a podcast style thing on Twitch, talking about comic books and reviewing comic books. So I decided to start making YouTube videos through Twitch to have my own fully reviewed versions of those books that we were discussing about, which maybe I didn't get to touch on certain things or didn't get to touch on books that I wanted to. With that being said, I moved on from that, and I do a lot of different things on the channel now. And those videos went from weekly to monthly to me basically, due to budget and time restrictions, I basically only buy physically indie comics, and I buy a lot of indie comics each month, but I monthly do a recap of what I read in that month or what I picked up for the next read. Check those out, they're awesome. There's a playlist. This video is going to be about what happened with me reading all the Marvel and DC stuff. Well, I have the Marvel Unlimited app, and I have the DC Universe Infinite or Infinite Universe, I don't know what it's called, on my tablet. This is my best friend. I love this thing. Don't use it enough. Get distracted way too often. I need to keep my reading speed between my novels, my indies, and this. I need to keep everything going. And while I've been on a good kick the last months now, finally I got back on track with the indies, and I've been on a really good kick with physically reading books. The tablet fell off, and this is going to be probably longer than what these videos normally are, especially because the list of this is what I read in January. Someone's going to comment like, this guy rambles, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Cool. Well, thanks for the comment. I really appreciate it. So, I love DC Infinite, right? Is it called that? DC Universe Infinite. I like both apps. I like this app way more, and I tend to use it way more. Also, there's a lot more ongoings that I like with DC. Big difference between the two apps, if you don't know, is if you pay a little bit more per year, like $60 more, DC, you get everything a month later after it comes out. And they are always turning in like old stuff, bonuses, all sorts of stuff. Marvel, you have to wait 3 months after a release of a book, no matter what tier you pay for. And that's annoying, like very annoying, because your competitor's doing a month later. You could easily do a month later, especially, I don't know if they still do it in Marvel, but for the longest time, you had digital codes in your books. So when you bought the book, you could download a digital copy of it to own it, to read it on the go. So if you had it accessible on digital, why can't you just, for a higher price point, $120 a year, $130 a year, I can get them a month later? You have them downloaded. It's not like they don't exist digitally. You already are making them digitally. They're already scanned in. You're making everything on the computer and then printing it. So you already have the PDFs. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. So January, I basically only read on the DC app. I read a couple books. I'm hoping to force myself to I've been keeping up pretty much with what I was reading physically. I want to read a lot more, though. I want to push myself to consume a lot more of this, and this series of videos, this Casket comic catch up, is going to be my way to document that. I've already spent 5 minutes talking about it, so let's talk about the books that I read in January on the DC Infinite app. Next month, hopefully, I also read some stuff. I want to catch up with. I want to catch up with Ultimate Spider-Man. I want to catch up with. I was reading Grant Morrison's X-Men. The new X-Men. I want to catch up with what I was reading on that app, and I haven't. I want to catch up on everything, and I want to be able to discuss it with you every month. I was always figuring out how I was going to do these apps and do reviews, and there's a couple of videos on here of me doing it, and I didn't like that format of me having to find the covers and whatever. So if you want to see what the cover looks like, if you want some visual, let me know in the comments. Maybe I can make that happen again. But right now, I'm just going to talk about it with you guys. And if you want to look at the covers, look at the covers. We're starting off with Absolute Batman 1 and 2. Fantastic series. I know everyone's been talking about the Absolute Universe. I know there's a bunch of other stuff I got to get into. I'm going to consume it super soon. Batman was perfect. This is a Black Label book, Plastic Man No More, issues 2, 3, and 4. I think that's the whole series. I think there's a finale. Amazing artwork. Definitely not for everybody. It was definitely a unique art style. Incredible book. If you like Plastic Man. Incredible book if you like weird characters. Incredible book if you like drama. It was so good. It really encapsulates what a Black Label book is. I'm assuming this was a bigger book also, like physical print. I'm assuming it was like a bigger book. I wish I could have owned it physically because I bet that art looks so good. Nightwing 117, 118. Yeah, this series has always just been really good. I know that recently it changed hands in creative team. I hope I can keep up with that and catch up soon so I can see what's going on. Yeah, I got 118 is on my next to read. And that came out in October. So see, I'm behind a bunch of months. And then Green Arrow 15. I must have also read 16 too, because my next dive back in says yeah, I must have read 16 also and not put it on the list. So Green Arrows 15 and 16. I think that's following up from whatever that overarching event was. Yeah, I'm really excited to see where all these go. If you want to know, I know it's a weird video, it's a weird thing, but I just want to do this. I want to make this video, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it. So comments, suggestions on how I should structure these videos, what can make it better, stuff like that. Get in the comments. This is going to be like a community video to help me with my personal goal of getting back into it. So on my list right now, obviously I told you guys Absolute Batman, Nightwing, Green Arrow. I got next up Flash 14, Green Lantern 16. I'm very far behind. I'm almost a year behind on Batman. Superman, I'm on 4. It says I might have finished 14. Power Girl, I'm on 13. I'm behind on World's Finest. I'm on issue 30. Barely started Outsiders. I went back. I wanted to reread Action Comics, but I didn't have the time to do that. I wanted to start with House of Kent. The last Green Lantern series, did I not finish that? Maybe I didn't finish that. I want to read all the DC Vampire stuff. I wanted to read when I was reading physical, I skipped Lazarus Planet. There's a lot of stuff I wanted to go back and read. I wanted to finish Fire and Ice. I dropped Birds of Prey. I wanted to hop back into that. I don't think I'm going to hop back into Red Hood the Hill. Batman Brave and the Bold, I want to hop into. Yeah, that's all I have on here. But out of the new releases, there's so much stuff I didn't realize that I really want to hop into. There's some I want to get into Nice House by the Sea and by the Lake. I have not read those, so those are things I'm going to be planning. So hopefully these videos could. I'm looking down at this as I talk to you guys. I'm sorry. I do need to figure out like some kind of visuals, like graphics or something for this, so that I could make this a little bit better for you guys who are consuming this content. But this is my first attempt at this series. So basically, this video is just to establish it. It's episode 1. Get in the comments if anyone has suggestions. I would love some criticism and some additional stuff. But besides that, the format for this video is at the beginning of each month, I'm going to sit down and talk about everything I was able to get read on these apps the previous month. So get in. Let's have a community. I want to keep you guys too. So like, what are your plans to read? What are you going to read? Each month you can tell me what you read across the board. And if you want to see what indie stuff I'm reading, tune into the review video on the channel. That is pretty consistent. I'm maybe a couple weeks behind with keeping those pumping, but I haven't missed a month. I've not missed a month. It used to be weekly, now it's monthly. I haven't missed a month. Every month there's at least one comic review, and there's a ton of books in there. There's 30 plus books every month there to consume and see me review. And I do Boom, I do Dynamite, Image, all the different versions of Image, Boom Studios. I said that. There's got to be another one that I'm missing. Boom, Dynamite, Image. Boom, Dynamite, Image. Maybe that's it. I don't know. With that being said, guys, this is the Violent Casket, Home Lame Taste. Get in the comments. Let's discuss. Remember, you guys can check me out on Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. All one word, the Violent Casket. Where you subscribe, like, and comment. Hit the bell for much more. Do me a massive favor and stay lame.